morning, everybody. Thanks for leaving the sunlight spot for me to walk back and forth, and that was nice of you guys. Okay, so tomorrow is Bring a Friend Week. Saturday to Saturday, from the 12th to the 19th, you can bring whoever you want, whenever you want, to any class you want, and just let the person know at the front desk that that's your friend that you're bringing, and it's for free. So if you have any questions about it, please let me know. Also, War of the Roses will be happening in August. So the month of August is our 30-day fit challenge. You come at least once a day for 30 days and keep track of your classes up on the chalkboard. And we're also having a friendly competition with York, and they beat us last time. So not that I'm competitive, but I would like to beat them this time. So be here for the month of August. If you're leaving on vacation, just double up and it'll even out and it'll all be good. Let's get started in child's pose, feet together, knees wide. I've been getting so much guff from the York students about how they're going to beat me again. I just really want to beat them. We'll settle back, hips on your heels, fingertips in the floor. It's a beautiful day outside. It's going to be an awesome weekend. And for the next hour and 15 minutes, you've got nothing more to do but be here on your mat. So make it simple, make it light. Use your breath to slow everything down. Start to make your breath a little longer. Longer inhales, longer exhales. An exhale that everybody else can hear. Really connect the tops of your feet to the ground, your forehead to the ground. Press your fingertips into the head of your mat and take downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet and shake out your head and do all those kinds of movements that you like to take in down dog. Anything you want. Just dial into what's going on in your body so you can give your mind a break and step into your muscles, your bones, the joints, all of that good stuff. Settle in, press your pointer finger and thumb down into the mat and send your tailbone up and back to where the wall and ceiling meets. Inhale onto your tippy toes. Exhale, root your heels down. Inhale, tippy toes, link breath to movement. Exhale, press your heels down. Bless you. Last time, inhale, tippy toes. Press your heels down on your exhale. And step forward, feet to hands. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Hold your halfway lift for a breath or two and really pull your low belly in and up. Pull your ribs in and up and then soften your knees so you can send your tailbone behind you and your crown of your forehead forward. Super long spine. Low belly in a little bit more. Use your hands on your legs to lengthen your spine. Soften your knees a little bit more, Rosalind. Soften your knees. Soften, soften, soften. Yeah. One more breath here. Get really long. Hang and ragdoll. So choose a box with your arms or let your fingertips graze the mat, whatever sounds good right now. Give the top half of your body an opportunity to just hang over your legs. Press the four corners of both your feet into the ground. Big toes, pinky toes, both sides of your heels. Through your mat and into the floor. And release your hands and rise all the way up to standing. Reach through your fingertips. Thumbs to your heart. Set an intention for your practice. Choose anything you want, something simple that you can take with you into the rest of the weekend. We'll send out all those intentions with 3 ohms. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Softness in your knees. Plant your palms and step back. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog, lift your chest, shoulder blades back. Downward facing dog, lift your hips. Take a long, slow breath in. Empty out. Good. Breath in. Long breath out. Last breath together. Fill all the way up. Empty all the way out. And step forward, feet to hands. Halfway lifts. Fold down. Rise up to standing. Take a long inhale all the way up to your fingertips. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. High to low on your exhale. Step back, elbows graze your ribs. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Long breath in. Empty out. Breath in. Breath out. Press your thumbs down. Last breath in. Empty all the way out. Move forward, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Rise up to standing. Use your breath to lift up and back. Lift your chest. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Low plank. Step back. Upward facing dog. Fill. Downward facing dog. Empty. Breath in together. Breath out together. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Last one in. Fill all the way up. Empty all the way out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. Sit back in your chair. Sink down for a few breaths here. Way back in your hips. Like you're just about to sit into a chair and someone has pulled it out from behind you. Pull your low belly in and up. Now lift your toes off the mat. Yes. Sit an inch deeper. Good. One more breath. Lift up. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Step back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot through. Warrior one. Lunge for just one breath. Reach up. High to low plank. Hands to the mat. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left foot warrior one. Keep your breath moving. Reach up. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Long breath in. Fill up your whole body. Empty out. Big breath in. Fill. Exhale. Last one in. Fill all the way up. Empty all the way out. Step or jump. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose for just one breath this time. Reach up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Pick up your lowest belly. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot warrior one. Stack knee over ankle. Reach up. High to low. Keep your breath going. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left foot warrior one. Sink your foot down. Reach your hands high. Chaturanga. Full breath in up dog. Empty it out in down dog. Inhale together. Exhale together. Breath in. Breath out. Last one. Make the exhale loud. Empty out. Step or float. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. Sit way back. Reach. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Breath to movement. Link them together. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot warrior one. Step, rise up. Look up. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot, step it through. Move and breathe. Reach. High to low. Upward facing. Downward facing. Take one breath in this time. One breath out. Step or jump, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose, sink a little deeper, reach a little higher. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Long and narrow, pull everything in. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot warrior one. Land on empty, then reach up on your inhale. Chaturanga on your exhale. Up dog, downward facing dog. Opposite foot, step through, reach up, look up. Chaturanga. Beautiful, just move, up dog. Downward facing dog. One more sun bee, breath in, breath out. Step or float, feet to hands, halfway lift, fold down. Chair pose, deepest one yet, reach, forward fold. Halfway, get long, chaturanga. Keep your breath powerful, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, warrior one. Both feet in the mat, hands up to the sky, high to low. Inhale up, exhale down, left foot, step it through. Connect to your foot, reach, high to low. Up dog, downward facing dog, breathe. In your body, in your breath, sink your heels down towards the floor. Everyone take a breath in through your nose, let it out through your mouth. Good, another breath in, make it louder, let something go. Last one, fill all the way up, empty all the way out. Reach your right leg up to the sky. Heel towards your butt, open your hip. Stretch wide, keep your breath going. Long, easy breath, no matter where your body moves or where you are in space, keep your breath going. Flex your foot a lot. Flip your dog, take it all the way over. Reach through your fingertips. So both feet flat on the floor. Press them into the ground and reach your fingertips down the bricks. If wheel's there for you, go. If it's not, reach like it could be. Reach like you're just about to touch the floor for wheel. Beautiful. Flip back over, right side plank. Right wrist under right shoulder. Stick with an original side plank for right now. Squeeze your inner thighs together, your inner calves together so much that your legs might even start to shake. Now choose a variation if you want to lift a top leg or drop a bottom knee, but keep that muscle to bone action so everything gets light. Flex your lifted foot if it's up. Yes. Beautiful. One more inhale, look up at the ceiling. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Send your left leg up to the sky. Heel towards your glutes, open your hip. Pause, catch the balance in your low belly. Slowly flip over. Take your time. Yeah, reach through your fingertips. Plenty of time, plenty of space. Press your feet into the ground so your hips can reach a little bit higher. If the wheel is there, go for it. If it's not, you reach with that intention, because one of these days it'll just happen. Your hand will touch the floor. Beautiful. Flip back over, left side plank. Wrist under shoulder, open up to the Africa wall. Fire up your breath, squeeze muscle into bone, everything into your midline to start, and then take the variation you want. Pick up your lowest belly. Pull it in and up. If your leg is lifted, flex your foot even more. Send it straight to the wall behind you. One more breath here. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let out a sigh. Breath in. Yeah, breath in. Last breath in. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. On the ball of your back foot, hands up to the sky. Restart your breath. You can breathe in and out through your mouth for a moment or two if you need to reset, and then start breathing again, in and out through your nose. Conscious choice to breathe. Bend your back knee, hover it just above the ground. Just above the ground, and use that bend to drive your left hip forward. So both hips are square to the front of the room. Now straighten your back leg as best you can without losing the square hip. So that may mean that your back knee needs to stay a little bent, and that's fine. Zip up your lowest belly. In and up. Hands to heart center, twist to the right. Left elbow outside right knee, stick with palm to palm or open your arms. Really active legs. So if your arms are apart, make your collarbones wide. If your hands are together, press so much that your elbows get further apart, you're pressing so much. Breathe. Light and easy. easy with your breath. Lift your left hamstring up to the sky. You're here for 2 more breaths. Long, easy breaths. Stay for the whole exhale on the second breath. Warrior 2. Face the purple wall. Sink down into your feet. So front heel in line with your back arch. And take a big enough stance that your legs have to really work. Have to work. You have to stay in your body to stay in the pose. Flip your front palm. Reach forward. Reverse the warrior. Stay deep in your legs. Deep in that lunge. Knee over ankle. Feet in the ground. Press them down, down, down. Keep breathing. Can you make your side waist a little bit longer with your breath? Breath in between each one of your ribs. Reach so far back your front leg straightens. Get really, really long. Move to triangle. Reach to the windows. Bring your hand down to your shin or a block outside your shin. Slow, easy movement. Scoop your right hip underneath you towards the purple wall so your hips stack one on top of the other. Under, 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 under. Yes. Your butt just relaxed. Perfect. Keep breathing. Press the outer edge of your left foot down. Shift forward, half moon. You can take your prop with you or bring your fingertips to the floor. Flex your left foot a lot, even before it's in the full pose, as it starts to rise up so you can use it like a boat rudder to steer your balance. So maybe you take your toes a little more forward, a little more back. Figure out where the sweet spot is. Now bring your breath into it. Bring it in, low belly in, ribs in. Nice, softness in your standing knee. Be light and lifted. 1 more breath, reach through your fingertips. Warrior 2, land in your lunge. Sink down deep, get your thigh parallel with the floor, and if parallel is not sustainable, almost parallel, really close. Bring your elbow to your thigh or fingertips to your front arch for extended side angle. So your legs stay the same. All that reach in your top arm. So you've got the option to reach straight up to the sky or reach where the wall and ceiling meets in front. Pick one and go for it. Bring your breath into it. Bring your powerful legs into it. Slide your top shoulder way down your back, away from your ear. Yeah. Take a half bind, top arm behind your back. Maybe a full bind, bottom arm underneath your front thigh. Towel or a strap is very helpful if you can't quite reach your fingertips, so you can shorten that distance. Keep breathing. Yes, your legs are doing work. Where can you dial into another part of your body to help with the work? Your low belly, your shoulders. 1 more breath, look up. High to low plank, release. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Empty out. Last breath together, fill up. Empty all the way out. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Press your feet into the ground right away. Hands up to the sky. Now restart your breath. Each time you land in a pose, check back in. Am I breathing? Am I in my body, or are my thoughts taking me out of the space? Bend your back knee and hover it just above the ground. Use the strength in your back leg to steer your right hip forward. Make them square to the front of the room. Be vigilant in your square hips and straighten your back leg as much as you can. As much as you can without pulling it out of square. Nice. Hands to heart center, twist to the left. Choose palm to palm or open your arms. Invite your breath into the twist. So every inhale you lengthen, every exhale wring out a little bit more so your body links with your breath. Press your front big toe into the mat, sink it down. Yes. 1 more breath here. Inhale, lengthen, stay for the whole exhale. Twist, twist, twist. Warrior 2, open up to the yellow wall. Unwind and land. Land muscle, land in the bone. Drop your tailbone straight to the floor and pick up your lowest belly. Flip your front palm, reach forward, reverse it. Long side waist, stay in your lunge. So yes, your left side waist is really long. What's going on in your right side waist? If it's getting crunched down, maybe you rise up just a little bit to create some more space. Beautiful. Reach up and back and straighten. Get longer, longer, longer. Triangle. Hand to your shin, to your block, wherever it's going. Go more for length in your side waist, lengthen your arms than how far down you can touch your bottom hand. Go for structure. A micro bend in your front knee, the tiniest of bends. Nice, keep breathing. So before you shift forward to your half moon, decide that you're going to flex your right foot the moment it leaves your mat. Now shift forward. Flex your foot. Even as you move forward with your block, flexed foot, yes. Use it to steer your pose. Catch the balance in your lowest belly. Pull everything in and up. Stack your hips, one right on top of the other. Keep your breath going. Make it easier with your breath. One more inhale. Radiate out. Warrior two. Land in your lunge. Bring your thigh down, 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 parallel with the ground. Even if you could only sustain that for a few breaths, you try it on for size because it'll work those muscles. Extended side angle. Elbow or fingertips. Choose the arm variation that works best for you. Now breathe. Be light and lifted in your chest. Pick up your low belly so you can rotate your heart to the sky. And stack your knee right over your ankle. Bone on top of bone. Take your bind. A half bind or a full bind. Keep your breath in the pose. Use the strap, use the towel. Peel your top shoulder open. Slide it down your back. Yeah, keep breathing. You've got two more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. One more long, slow inhale. You've got this. Exhale all the way out. Chaturanga, hands to the mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's do a lion's breath. Stick out your tongue on your exhale. Full breath in. Breath in. Good. Last breath in. Make it loud. Step or float, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Bow down. Chair pose. Sink down, reach up. Make your spine really long here so the shirt on the back side of your body doesn't have any wrinkles. It's long and straight. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Then open your arms. Bring your bottom arm between your knees so your left fingertips come down to the ground. Give your arm a squeeze. Use that as an anchor to twist. Keep breathing. Top arm around your back for the half bind, around the outside of your left hip. Tuck it in right there, like there's a pocket there. And maybe your bottom arm comes underneath your left thigh to meet your fingertips. If not, that's fine. Stay in your chair. Stay in your breath. Where can you create a little more space with your breath to make this pose lighter? Lift your toes. Yes. Come back up to chair. Long, slow inhale. Reach your fingertips up. Forward fold. Whew. Separate your feet and take your first two fingers around your big toes. Bend your knees a lot to get there. Mini halfway lift. Lengthen your hamstrings and your spine. Then fold down. You do the work and then you slow down and pause. And do some more work and slow down and pause. Release your hands, take crow pose. If you'd like to take this crow up to a tripod headstand, go for it, but save basket headstand for our next crow. crow or tripod headstand. Those are your options. Press the ground away with your hands. Away, away, away. Pick up your lowest belly. Keep breathing. Breath is super important when you get upside down. So you can keep that balance connected to your breath and move in slow motion like you're moving underwater. Good. Tripods, elbows straight back like chaturanga arms. All right, step or jump back, chaturanga, tripods, take your time. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Fresh breath in. Empty out all the old stuff. Get rid of it. Breath in. Breath out. Last breath in. Fill all the way up. Empty out completely. Step or jump. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sit down. Reach up. Send your tailbone to the back edge of your mat and then pick up your low belly. No wrinkles in the low back of your shirt. Hands to heart center, twist left. Spread your arms apart, bottom arm between your knees, top arm up to the sky. So make space first so you have room to take the bind. Then top arm behind your back. And maybe the bottom arm underneath your right thigh. Keep breathing. Stay in it. So as you make the micro adjustments and settle into the bind, sink into your heels, lift your toes. Where can you send that breath? Make a little more space. Come back up to chair pose for one breath. Inhale, lift up, forward fold. Separate your feet and step on your palms, gorilla. Head hang, let your neck hang. You can wiggle your toes on your wrists if you want, or just rock back and forth on your feet. Give yourself a break. Release your hands, work on your crow pose, or take a different inversion this time. So basket headstand, handstand. There's plenty of space on the yellow and purple wall to kick up. I can certainly spot you if you want to kick up. But move with a mindfulness, so you've got plenty of time to move into whatever inversion, whatever arm balance you choose to take. Plenty of time. Keep breathing. It may be that your neighbor is experimenting with something new and they need a little extra support, so breathe, help them out. Everyone can pull their navel into their spine. Everyone can press down more into your arms, into your hands. Beautiful. 3 more breaths here. I want to hear everybody breathing. 3 more, no matter what you're up to. And after your 3rd breath, come into a high hero. Bent knees, sit back on your heels. Sit tall in your spine. Give yourself a moment to catch up with your breath. So you can separate your feet and sit between your feet. If that bothers your knees, sit on a block between your feet. Sit tall in your spine. Let's take a cow's head bind. Right arm up to the sky, left arm behind your back. So you can reach your fingertips together, but if they don't meet, grab a hold of your shirt or use a towel or strap. Just bring that distance closer together. Sit tall in your spine. So if you've got really tight shoulders, imagine them melting down into your back. And if you're pretty flexy, knit your ribs together. Now restart your breath. Point your elbow a little bit higher. Can you tuck it almost behind your head? Gently release, shake your arms out and switch sides. Left arm on top, right arm underneath. So one shoulder is probably tighter than the other one, and that's fine. Check into what's happening right now on this side. Ribs in. Tall spine. Slide Guide your left shoulder blade way down your back. Release your bind, wiggle your shoulders out, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Let's restart the breath. Inhale together. Exhale together. Good. Breath in. Breath out. Last breath in. Empty all the way out. Step or float, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Rise all the way up to standing. Reach through your fingertips. Take right side eagle. Right arm under, right leg over. Coil muscle into bone and sit really tall in your spine. Tailbone straight down, crown of your head straight up. Check back into your breath. Now that you've landed in your pose, add your breath. Wake the pose up and make it alive. Stack shoulders right on top of your hips. A few of you can sit up a little bit taller. Yes. Keep your eyes on your focal point. Take airplane. Send your right leg back. Unravel your arms and reach back. Just like half moon, flex your foot a lot. Flex your foot a lot, long straight legs. It's super quiet. Start your breath. There it is, beautiful. Wrap your shoulder blades behind your back like upward facing dog. And bring your right hand to the ground, left arm straight out, twisting half moon. Your hips are still closed, very active right leg. Bring yourself out, a softness in your standing knee. Keep breathing. Take one more inhale, flex your foot, forward fold, shake it out. Rise up to standing. Reach up, look up, left side eagle, left arm under, left leg over. Coil everything in. If you've got tight shoulders, there's always the option to put opposite hand to opposite shoulder instead of wrapping your forearms. It'll give you some more space. Sit low in your hips, tall in your spine. Now add the breath. You're in it, add the breath. Lengthen your sideways, shoulder blades away from your hips. Take airplane. Low belly in and up, flex your left foot. Light and lifted. If it feels like all of your weight is in your right hip, pull your low belly in and lift yourself out of your hip. Make it lighter. Make it easier. Left arm straight down, right arm straight out, twisting half moon. Send your left foot straight behind you. Flex it, super long straight leg. Beautiful. Take one more breath in to get as long as you can. Forward fold, shake it out. Rise all the way up to standing. Right side standing bow or dancer's pose. If you want to do dancers and you need a strap, we've got plenty of them. If you're taking standing bow, right hand on the inside of your ankle with the soft crease of your elbow facing outward. Take the moment or two that you need to settle into your pose, land in it, and then add your breaths. You'll be here for 5 long breaths, so take your time. All the micro adjustments that you need to make, you've got time to make, you've got space. And after 5 long, complete breaths, switch sides. No rush, no hurry, you just go to the opposite side. Soft crease of your elbow out for standing bows. Dancers, take less strap than you think you need because you can always let strap out. It's harder to shorten it when you're in the pose. Soften your standing knee. Micro bend, yes. Keep breathing. 2 more of of your own breaths. Be light and lifted. Release. Second set, right side. You've worked out all the kinks, and move to the next side. If you want to switch to dancers and you've done standing bow, there's still plenty of straps. Take your pose. Powerful breath. Be in it, in your body, in your breath. So when your mind starts to take you out, you can bring yourself back. Be here in the space. One more big inhale. Lift your heart. Release. Left side. Last one. Land in it and go for it. Wrap your shoulder blades behind your back, your lowest belly in and up so the whole pose gets light and lifted. Press your standing big toe into the floor. One more huge inhale, full expression. Lift, release. Feet hip width distance at the head of your mat. Pause for a moment. You can have your hands over your heart or down by your side. Just pause. Reconnect to your feet. Press them into your mat. Calm, clear space. Take right side tree. Right foot above or below your left knee. Hands set at your heart. Interlace your fingers, press your palms toward the windows and up to the ceiling. So if it feels like your shoulders are way up by your ears when your fingers are interlaced, bend your elbows and just make a little bit of space so you can slide your shoulder blades down. Fill your body with your breath. Fill it all the way up. Get a little taller in your spine. Reach the crown of your head up, up, up. Release. Switch sides. Left foot above or below your right knee. Hands at heart center. Take the same arm position or a different one you choose. And again, you invite the breath. Shoulder blades down your back no matter what arm position you have. Last breath, get a little bit taller. Reach, release. Feet together at the head of your mat, big toes touch. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, fold to the floor. Halfway lifts. Chaturanga, step or jump back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Make it loud. Breath in. Long breath out. Last inhale, fill up. Exhale completely. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Rise up on an inhale, reach up high. Warrior two on your exhale, open up. Make something different about this warrior two. So you can lunge a little deeper or reach your fingertips apart further. Just something is different. Something is brand new. Flip your front palm, reach forward, reverse. Very long sideways. Still connected to your feet. Press them into the ground. And take your left hand around your right wrist and pull yourself even further back. Legs still in a lunge, but pull your sideways super long. Yes. Use that top hand to pull you so far you straighten your front leg. Get long, long, long. Hands on your hips. Turn your toes to the purple wall. Toes straight to the purple wall, so it's like they're at 12 o'clock. So your heels are even with your pinky toe. The outside edge of your heel is even. Hinge down. Crown of your head to the floor, tailbone up to the sky. So if an inversion's there for you and you'd like to take it here, go for it. If you're not going upside down, let's do twisting fan. Right hand on your left ankle, right hand to left ankle, left arm straight up to the sky. It's kind of like twister. Right hand green, spread your fingertips apart. Soften your knees. Michelle, flex your feet. Yes. Twisting fan, left hand on your right ankle, right arm up to the sky. Right foot red, bring yourself out. Headstands start to come down. Everyone, hands back to the floor in center. Inhale to a long flat back. Hands on hips, rise all the way to stand. Turn both feet to the front of the room and separate them so that they're on train tracks instead of on a tightrope. Make sure that you have enough length between your feet that you have to use your inner thighs to square your hips forward. If they're too close together, there's nothing going on. Hinge down, bring your heart to your shin. You can bring your hands to the floor if you want, or keep them on your hips. Everyone can probably pull their right hip back just a little bit. It'll start to sneak forward to take you out of the stretch, so pull it back. Nice, Lynn, just a little bit more, yes. Soften your toes. Left hand straight down or on a block. Reach your right arm straight out from your shoulder for a twisting triangle. So before you twist, create length in your spine and bring your arm like you're going to pat your neighbor on their shoulder instead of on their back, instead of on their butt. Yes. Now wring it out. Make the action happen from your low belly. So your arm is just an extension. Take your arm down to the side, up right here. Yeah. Beautiful. One more breath. Lengthen on your inhale. Stay for the whole exhale. Twist, 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 twist. Hands to the floor. Step back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in together. A breath out together. Left foot, warrior one. Step and rise up. Hands up to the sky. Warrior two, open up. Sink down into your feet. Take up a lot of space on your mat because that whole space is there for you. No one else is going to use it. Now flip your front palm, reach forward, reverse. Loud, long breath that everybody else can hear in the space. Bring your right wrist up, or right hand up to your left wrist and stretch yourself long, super long side waist. So even as you stretch your arm, keep your shoulder blade down your back so it's pulling in both directions. Now straighten your front leg. Pull yourself really long. Hands to hips, turn your toes to Africa. Softness in your knees. Lift your heart high. Hinge down. Crown of your head straight down, tailbone straight up. Now walk both hands over to your right foot and bend your right knee. Sink into your right hip. Bend your knees, sink into your right hip so much that you can peel your left toes up to the ceiling. Turn your left foot, toes up to the ceiling. Good, yeah, some will get lower than others, that's fine. Come back through center. Bend your left knee, sink into your left hip. Right toes turn up to the ceiling. Yeah, back through center, switch sides. Start to match your breath to your movement. So maybe quicker or slower than your neighbor, that's fine. Switch sides. Take the time you need to fully land on one side before you make your way to the other side. If it feels pretty comfortable and you've got open hips, see how low you can keep your hips to the ground. Like your butt's almost grazing the mat as you switch from side to side. Nice, Amy. Got one more time on both sides. Plenty of time to land. And we'll all meet back up in center. Hands to the mat, inhale to a long flat spine. Hands on hips, rise up to standing. Turn both your feet forward. Train tracks in your feet. Square your hips. fold down. Make the hinge happen at your hips and not at your low back. Very long spine all the way down. You choose where you want to put your hands. Relax your toes. Are you breathing? Your hamstring needs a little extra breath so that it can open up and be coaxed open. Lift up right here. Yes. Right arm straight down, left arm straight out. Plug your shoulder into your shoulder socket. Pull it in, then ring out. Low belly in and up, ribs in and up. Use your breath for this one. So everything stays the same in your legs, inner thighs together, hips are square, and then ring out. Make something happen in your lowest belly. One more inhale to lengthen. Twist on your exhale. Squeeze it all in. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good place for another side. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. You can be louder than that. Breath in. Good. Last breath in. Make your way to sit. Step or jump through. Come to staff pose. Long straight legs, tall straight spine. And flex your feet. Press your big toes away from you and curl your pinky toes towards you. Reach your arms to the bricks. Lower your back to the mat. One piece at a time. Inner thighs together, squeeze them in. Take bridge pose. Bend your knees and plant your feet. So feet straight ahead at 12 o'clock. Press down and roll your spine off the mat. Rise up. Interlace your fingers at your low back or take cactus arms, bent elbows with the backs of your hands resting on the ground. Both options to slide your shoulder blades into place. Really press into your feet. Big toes down. Take one more breath in. Lift your hips up. Release. Lower your hips down. Take your knees side to side. Second set of bridge. Feet on the ground, hips in the air. Lift up. Tune into what's going on in the front and back side of your body and make them both equal in length. So if your back feels like it's crunched, scoop your low belly, scoop your tailbone up to the sky and make space. Keep breathing. Bring your right knee into your chest. Send your right foot up to the sky. As much as you lift up, press down with your left foot. Reach your feet apart from one another. Knee to nose. Place your foot down. Bring your left knee into your chest. Send it straight up to the sky. Belly in, tailbone scoops up to the sky. Flex your foot. Knee to nose. Place your foot down. Release. Lower your hips. Knees side to side. Go for wheel. Tuck your fingertips under your shoulders. Elbows together like you're in a narrow hallway. Now press down and rise up. Lift up and off the mat and make your breath light. Make your pose light. Let everybody in the room hear your breath. It's your final back bend. It's your peak pose. Make it count. One more huge inhale. Fill up. Tuck your chin and come down. Knees side to side. You've got one more wheel, one more full frontal body opening. So tuck your fingertips and rise up. Go for it. No excuses. No, I'll do this wheel later. Your body's ready now, so go into it now. Power up your breath and take the fullest expression of this pose you can. Feet in the ground. Press your big toes down. Keep breathing. 3 more breaths together. In and out. Wrap your inner thighs together. Breath in and out. Last one. Feel the whole front side of your body. Tuck your chin, come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet touch, knees open wide. Pause. Rest your hands wherever you want to rest them and just pause. to catch up with your breath, to let your heart slow down. Draw your knees back together, hug them into your chest, and rock around on your low back. Rock forward and back until you sit up and make your way to down dog. Any way that suits you. Back to down dog. Sink your fingertips into the floor. Pull your ribs together underneath you. And reach your right leg up to the sky. Step your foot on the outside of your right hand for lizard lunge. Lizard lunge. Knee right on top of your ankles. If you take a look at your ankle and it's behind your knee, just scoot your foot forward until they're stacked. Nice. All right, keep your back knee off the ground for this first part. We'll get to the part where you drop your knee. But send your heel to the back of the room. Scoop up your lowest belly. Keep breathing. Hug your inner thigh to the side of your ribs. So close that there's no space between those two spots. Now drop your back knee if you want to. Right palm to your right thigh. Press your right thigh away and open your hip. So take a look at your hand, and if it's on the side of your knee, move it to your thigh and press your thigh away instead of your knee. Low belly in and up. Look over your right shoulder so you add a little bit of a twist. Yes. If you haven't dropped your knee, place it down now and reach for your back foot with your right hand. A strap or a towel is super helpful here. You could even come out of the pose to get a better grip on your foot. Make sure that the space that's resting on the ground is just above your kneecap and not right on the joint. Stretch your quad out. Gently release your foot, no slingshot, just place it down. Then heel toe your right foot to the opposite edge of your mat for half pigeon. So right foot over to the left edge of your mat. So your right thigh is parallel with the edge of your mat. And melt to the floor. If half pigeon bothers your knees at all, you can certainly take this pose on your back. So what's going on? What's coming up? Doesn't matter what the thoughts are about. You can let them come and let them go all the same. So each time a thought comes up and tries to pull you out of the space and distract you, choose to stay. Choose to be here in your breath. facing dog, shake it out. Send your left leg up to the sky. Lizard lunge on the left, foot on the outside of your left hand. Ankle right under your knee. Right heel straight to the back wall. Stretch it straight back and send your heart straight forward. Really long spine. Yeah, now breathe. Bring it in. You can even give yourself an assist and use your left hand to press your left big toe into the ground so your inner thigh can squeeze into the side of your body a little bit more. Nice. Pick up your lowest belly, lift it in and up. Have the option to drop your back knee now, left palm to left thigh, press your thigh away. So your foot can come onto the blade edge. Breathe while you're here. Send your breath into your hip, into your low back. Drop your back knee if you haven't reached for your foot with your left hand this time. If you're looking for a little extra oomph, you can come down to your forearm on your right hand. So your quad can get a nice juicy stretch. Keep breathing. That was the best face. That was the best. Low belly in and out, stay breathing. If you're up on your hand, soften your elbow. A little micro bend there. Yeah. I saw your locked elbow, Philomena. There you go. Gently release your foot down, no slingshot. Yeah, half pigeon. Walk your left foot over to the opposite edge of your mat. Lay your thigh down, lay your shin down. If you've been doing half pigeon for a while and your hips are pretty open and you're not really feeling that much anymore, bring your shin closer to parallel with the front edge of your mat. That does it. And walk yourself down. Those of you in reclined half pigeon, flex your feet. Each time your mind takes you out, you choose to come back. Just catch yourself, bring it back. Downward facing dog, shake it out. Take a long, slow breath in, fill your entire body up, and empty the whole thing out. Long, slow breath in, fill up, empty out. Last one, fill all the way up. Take your time to empty all the way out. Come into staff pose. Sit up tall in your spine, move all your butt muscle out of the way so your sit bones can sit on the floor. And take your right leg out to the right, left heel in towards your right thigh. So right leg out, left heel in. Flex your right toes up to the ceiling and then fold over your right leg. Check in with what's going on in your right leg. So if it feels like your toes start to roll out to the side as you're here, bring them back into alignment. Send your toes straight up to the sky. Create a conscious breath all the way to the end of your practice. So here, send your inhales into the lower left corner of your back. Send it between each vertebrae in your spine. Slowly rise back up. Take your left leg out, right heel in, switch sides. Toes up to the ceiling, fold over your left leg. You've got plenty of space now. Breathe into the back side of your body, make just a little more space. Right hip way down into the ground. Rise back up, sit up nice and tall. Both legs wide, so you're in a wide leg straddle. Scoot yourself forward some so your tailbone points behind you and you can really hinge at your hips instead of at your low back. Fold down the middle. Soft knees is always an option here. Definitely breathe into your back. Create some length. So it's not about how far forward you can fold, it's about space in your spine. Toes up to the ceiling, keep them active, yes. Slowly rise back up, sit up tall. Bring your legs back together, staff pose. Reach your arms to the windows. Lower your back to the mat. Legs straight up in the air for waterfall pose with a block underneath your low back, or shoulder stand. Make sure that most of the weight is in the backs of your shoulders, the backs of your arms, and not on your neck. So if anyone's neck is mashed into the ground, just come down, reset your pose so there's space, and then come back up. Stay for a little while longer than you normally do, and you can move your legs around too if you want. Just stay a few breaths longer. You can really drain all the way out, all that extra stuff. Shoulder stands to plow knees. Gently squeeze the sides of your head. You can reach back for your feet with your hands if you want, or keep your hands on your low back. Slowly lower your spine to the earth. Use your hands as brakes. Keep your shoulder blades in the ground. Knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. Happy baby, soles of the feet up to the sky. Reach for your inner arch or the outside edge of your foot. And take both your knees over to the right and look left, supine twist. Ring yourself out one last time. Knees over to the left. Look towards Africa. And bring your knees back to center. Give them one final squeeze. Shavasana. It's a cool towel next to the upper corner of your mat. Put that wherever you want. Take a few moments to really melt and sink into your mat. So let your feet relax out to either side. Palms face up to the sky. Shoulder blades nestled way down into your back. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Let every piece of you rest easy and still on your mat. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And plant your feet on the earth and rock onto your right side. Pause and really melt into your mat. Don't hold yourself up, just melt. And with your eyes still closed, press down and rise up. Take a comfortable seat. Sit with a tall spine, tailbone in the earth, crown of the head way up to the sky. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. We'll finish our class with one final Om together. Take a deep breath in. Breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. The light within me honors and respects the light within you. Namaste. Thanks for coming, everybody. Happy Friday. You're welcome. So if anybody has any questions about Bring Your Friend Week or anything else that we have going on, let me know. I'll be up at the front desk. Enjoy your orange slice. Enjoy your weekend.